Alright, what's up you silly freaking nerds? If you are seeing this video, you might recognize me from the last video I did about Manscaped. And this video is not just about Manscaped. I'm gonna be comparing Manscaped to a different trimmer because the last video I talked about a different trimmer when I was talking about that, and it wasn't like a trimmer. It wasn't a trimmer geared towards body grooming like the Manscaped is. This trimmer that I'm gonna talk about in this video actually is geared at body grooming. Oh, before we get started, do not hit the subscribe button if you're not here for beards. This channel's not about trimming your balls, okay? I've done a few videos on it, but this is not a channel about that. So do not subscribe if that's what you're into. This is all about beards. If you have a beard, hit the subscribe button. But other than that, do not. Didn't think I was gonna say that, did you? Let's get on with it. I hate when people title a video and talk for 4 minutes before getting to the actual subject matter, so I'm gonna get right into it, okay? We're gonna be talking about the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 versus this Bodblade by Backblade. If it would focus on these, you freaking stupid autofocus. There we go. So these two trimmers are both geared at grooming your body. Real quick note, I keep calling this thing the Bodblade when I'm talking about it in the video. It's called the Bodbarber. The Bodblade is something else that this company makes that I use when I'm shaving my chest and stuff. So don't get it confused. It's called the Bodbarber. When I say Bodblade, I mean Bodbarber, and I'll put it in the title. So video, let's continue. Now one of these costs less than the other one, and one of these is better than the other one, in my opinion. Can you guess which one that might be? And that is going to be this right here, which is the Bodblade by Backblade. Now, the company Backblade might be familiar to you. They're the people that make the big long razor on the thing that you can shave your back with, which is amazing. I use it all the time. They now have this electric body groomer thing. Now, 100% honesty, I was paid to make this video, okay? The guy said, here's this money. I want you to make a video. I told him I kind of wanted to pit it against the Manscaped 3.0. He said he was fully on board. I was not told anything to say at all. I was given like general outlines as far as what the trimmer could do and everything, but I in no way was told to say a certain thing or a specific thing. Actually, he did want me to make sure I mentioned that all these attachments were there, and I want to make sure I mention that there are a ton of attachments that come with this thing right here, which make it worth really quite a bit. And that's just, this is the surface level of attachments right here. So this is like one of those skin shavers, like you can shave your skin with it. This is like a precision, like you could cut designs in your hair with it kind of thing, I believe. This is for your nose and ears, and I don't think I could ever use it. It's like the devil's, Satan's tool. I can't, it's gotta hurt way too much. This is specifically for like, and I might do a video about this versus like using a Backblade, because when I use the Backblade, if I shave my chest, I'll use the Backblade too. Maybe I'll make a video about using this thing right here. It's kind of cool. It has an adjustable height, and you just kind of run it through your hair. This is the regular trimmer head right here. And this is one of the guards. And then underneath, you got all your other stuff. The cord is somewhere over there. There's a stand that comes with it right here. Oh, the cord's in here. And then you have all your guards, you have your oil, and you have your plug. So imagine how much Manscaped would have charged for all those attachments. It's already like 85 bucks for this trimmer. This is only 60 bucks, 59.95 or something like that. So 60 bucks versus 85 bucks. I believe it's 85 bucks on the website. All right, now let's get right into the heart of the issue here. These trimmers are targeted and promoted as something that you would want to use to trim your groin, right? Now this is the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0. There's nothing 100% wrong with this trimmer, but what they present it as, they call it a skin-safe technology. And I said this in the last video, this is just my opinion, but there's no such thing as skin-safe technology. Ask a barber, type it in Google, or any trimmer is fully safe for your skin. It's just not, it doesn't happen. So to me, it's a very irresponsible claim to say they have skin-safe technology with all like the cheesy commercials where people are like digging it into their hands and not cutting themselves. I remember last time I was shaving the back of my shoulder, I'm a hairy sack of doo-doo, okay? I was shaving the back of my shoulder and I cut myself with this. And that's not loose skin, okay? That's tight skin. This is not something I would use to trim your balls. I actually did it. I did actually nick myself. I didn't film it. There is absolutely nothing skin safe, proprietary-wise about this blade or this trimmer that makes it safe to just go digging around in your balls. And what they need to do with their marketing, because they're not spending a whole bunch of money on product, they're spending a ton of money on marketing, right? What they need to do is put a realistic goal in an idea of what these trimmers can do in people's minds. Yes, they might be a little bit safer than taking Andy's T-liner and trying to line yourself up down there. But you can cut yourself with anything. The way their marketing looks and the way they make it in my opinion. And the way they portray themselves, it's to me it just seems like it would give people a false sense of confidence, and which is probably something you don't want to have when you're going full bore down there, and then when you do cut yourself, not a good thing. Now what these do not say that they have a skin safe technology or anything like that. And I've talked to the owner. He fully understands that there's no trimmer that's going to be safer. But these do implement something that does make it just a tiny bit safer for trimming down there. And that's with this special head right here that's on there right now. And if you can't tell from here, I'll give you kind of a close-up B-roll. The teeth on this thing are so narrow. There's the gaps in between are so small that it's really truly hard to get skin in between there. Versus something like this, like the Manscaped, you'll see in the thing where the tines are much wider, you can get a little bit more skin in there, so it makes it easier to cut. So it's definitely possible to cut yourself with this. I used this and I didn't cut myself, but it could have possibly happened. But I don't think it would have been as bad as if it would have been with the Manscaped. The thing with these thin, narrow tines is that a lot less skin can get in between those tines, which means the cut would be much less severe if you did in fact cut yourself. So this actually has more skin safe technology than this, in my opinion. Now, that doesn't mean it's all peaches and cream with this thing, right? That means that there's a trade-off there. Because the tines are so small, less hair gets in, so it takes a lot longer, not a lot longer, but it takes a longer amount of time to trim the normal amount of hair that you could cut with this Manscaped, right? So this would just kind of plow through it. This would take a little bit longer to cut through it because the tines are so narrow, and getting hairs in there would be harder. I don't want you guys to think that I'm saying this is the miracle trimmer of all trimmers, because it has its faults as well. But as far as trimming your balls and being a better trimmer all around, I think it kicks the crap out of Manscaped, especially, and it's $25 cheaper. Actually, I talked to my barber about it. Let's go see him.
Why are you putting a cape on me?
I'm gonna cut your hair today.
Yeah, no.
All right, you're trimmed up, bud.
All done.
Get out of my chair. Okay, we're here with my barber. He knows more about clippers than I do, or so he says. Is that true?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Make sure you look at the lens and not the monitor this time.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Okay. Do you want me to put your Instagram in this?
Yeah.
People are going to ask you a bunch of questions about trimmers.
People ask me a bunch of questions all the time anyways.
Okay, so his Instagram is going to be right here, so you can follow it if you want. But if you do, I encourage you to spam his inbox with annoying questions. I wanted to come here to talk to you about those two trimmers I just brought you. The Bodblade and the Manscaped one.
Yeah.
So have you seen the Manscaped video that I did already?
Have.
Okay. So you know what I think of the product.
Yeah.
And then I think that the Bodblade is definitely a better deal at the price point. So the Bodblade is $60. That Manscaped is $80. And one of the first things to kind of talk about, so skin safe technology, that's a bunch of bull or what?
That would be my first thought.
Yeah. Well, with any trimmer in general, you can't make anything totally skin safe.
No, I mean, it's kind of impossible. Because things can be out of whack, blade teeth can be bent, broken, and that automatically causes, that puts them in the category of being unsafe. I would say that the skin safe technology stuff is just a load of bull honky.
Bunch of malarkey.
Yeah. It's a bunch of baloney.
Bunch of malarkey. Okay, now for the price, the Bodblade is $60. The Manscaped is $80. Of course, right on the surface, the Bodblade is going to be a better value if it's up to par or better than the Manscaped trimming wise. So the fact that it's $20 cheaper and it includes all the stuff that it does, better deal?
Definitely a better deal.
Okay. And then do you think that the Bodblade, the one that because I gave this nerd one of them, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
To do a little trimming with. And satisfied?
Yeah.
Okay. No cuts?
No.
That doesn't mean that you can't get cut by it. Because at the end of the day, like you said,
can definitely get cut.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a skin-safe blade.
The thinner the skin, the bigger the chance.
Right.
For sure. And that can be for anything. That can be for your armpit hair. That can be for, neck, underneath you know, your throat area. I mean, all that, you know.
Yeah.
Wherever there's thin, sensitive skin, you know, I mean, you can trim somebody's underbeard and snag a hair, and I mean, that's a, man.
Right. So that's the problem with the slower motor, is that the slower the blade's moving back and forth, the more likely you are to snag a hair or get some kind of ingrown hair going as you trim. These are both the trimmers are waterproof. Explain why that's stupid.
I think that's just dumb all the way around, because how, I mean, electricity and water does not mix.
Yeah. And even if you could develop some kind of waterproof, some waterproof technology for a trimmer, you shouldn't be cutting your hair in the shower. I'm saying, like, even if it is waterproof, it's not a good idea to take trimmers in the shower.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Cutting wet hair, like you were describing to me earlier, if you wet all my hair down on my head and tried to run your professional trimmers through it, it wouldn't work.
Not at all.
Yeah. So trying to trim your butt crack hairs when they're wet, not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
You think it'd be more likely to snag too?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely, because you're gonna, when your hair gets wet, it like bulks together.
Yeah, it kind of groups up.
So you have so much of a chance of, you know.
You know, when you do that, they can see my bad hairline, right? So the waterproof thing is, it's a knock on both trimmers. Not a knock, but you shouldn't be using waterproof trimmers. You shouldn't be trimming any kind of hair in the shower. Number one, you're gonna get a bunch of wet hair all up in, especially if you're not cleaning it after every time. You're gonna get a bunch of wet hair underneath.
Definitely need to clean it after every time if you're using it at all in any part of the body.
You're getting the trimmer accessories wet. Shit. You got any last words for people for the video?
Couple things. Don't like the screen on this one. Get that spot. Yeah. Screen on this one needs to go. Ceramic blade on this one needs to go on this one. They need to stop lying.
Hold still.
Oh my god. I like the ceramic blade. Don't like the speed. Like the light. Don't like all the other lies about it. The engine sucks. Speed sucks. The motor sucks. Power sucks. Screen sucks. But I do like the speed change. I do like the lightweight. I do like the attachments that it comes with on the Backblade body grooming and the Manscaped.
In full disclosure, I'm being honest with you. So name like one good thing about this and one bad thing about that one, because it's not all good and it's not all bad.
The blade on this one's good. The screen on this one's got to go.
So yeah, like I was saying before, I think this Bodblade kicks the crap out of the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0. Hands down, 100%. And like my barber was saying, neither one, like I said, there's faults with this. Number one, the LED readout I don't like. I don't like having a run time of like, you trimmed your balls for 17 seconds. I don't care. I want to know how much time is left on it. But it's still better than the Manscaped. I don't like the fact that either of them say that they're waterproof. We could test it, I guess. I don't really want to, but I mean, if you guys want me to, I'll make a whole separate video like testing waterproof trimmers, see if they're really waterproof. I guess we could do that. But like I said in the last video, I didn't explain it very well, but you should not be trimming your balls in the shower. You shouldn't be trimming any hair when it's wet. Scissors, when it's wet, you hear a barber, you say they get your hair wet and they use scissors to trim it. They're not getting your hair wet and then using clippers to cut your hair, because when hair is wet, it clumps up together and it groups up together and it makes it much harder to cut. Not only that, you're gonna get a bunch of hair in your drain, which is never good. And I don't know about you, but me, if my ball hairs get wet, they're gonna kind of cling to the skin, right? So how does that work? How do you trim that? You just dig it, you just dig cuts into the skin? Anybody who uses one of these in the shower and claims they've done a successful job is a real special person, okay? Either of these. You shouldn't be using either. These shouldn't be waterproof. They shouldn't be marketed as waterproof. They could cut that out and it wouldn't be necessary. But yeah, final thoughts. I do agree with what he said. The ceramic blade that's one thing the Manscaped does better. They do have a ceramic blade here, which Lowers a little. I think that lowers friction a little bit, and they stay sharper a little bit longer. Which would be cool if the Backblade did that, like a ceramic blade type thing. I love the fact that this thing has the detachable heads, and it feels so solid when it like when you're changing this out. It feels like it feels solid. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels good. Like it feels quality. I like that. But it would be cool if they made like a ceramic head trimmer. That would be kind of a cool thing to, and I don't know if you can order replacements, but I bet you could order replacement heads for all these things. If you did buy this, it is only $60, so it's not a huge expense. But I would assume that there would be some kind of option somewhere to buy replacement heads if something broke or if something became dull over time. So, but anyways, to sum everything up, neither of these trimmers are perfect, and one of them is still way better than the other in my opinion, and it costs less. It's a no-brainer at this point. I don't understand. I guess Manscaped just keeps pushing and pushing money out into marketing, so the name is still out there. I don't want to continually dog on Manscaped because, believe it or not, I have a beard channel, right? So I get a ton of trimmers sent to me. I've ran across much worse trimmers than this. Okay. The thing is, it's just so expensive, and the marketing is so outlandish that I think they need to tone it down a little bit. That's just what I think. I think this trimmer is a big step in the right direction as far as price, the marketing, the information being put out there, and the accessories included and stuff like that. So I think this is a big step in the right direction when it comes to trimming downstairs. I thought about making a comparison between this, the Manscaped, and the Meridian, because these will be like the three biggest. This is just now going to release this week, I think. So this will be one of the bigger ones with the Manscaped and the Meridian, because Backblade is just kind of a well-established name. They have the Backblade thing that everybody uses. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope that I was able to kind of concisely get everything lined up and portray my opinion to you in a very clean and informative way. I hate when you click a video and then 8 minutes into the video you get to see what the actual video is about. I'm totally against that type of stuff. I want to give you guys good information right off the bat. So if you did find this video helpful, hit the thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. I will leave links in the description below for this and this. I don't have an affiliate discount for either of them, unless it's an Amazon link. If it is an Amazon link, then it will be an affiliate link, just like last time I did an affiliate link for the Brio and for these. So I do get a commission from those. I want to be fully transparent with you here. But it costs you the same amount of money. It's just like 2% or 3% that Amazon gives me of the sale. So it's pretty cool. So if the video helped you out and you wanted to buy this, you could use my link. It doesn't matter either way. It's going to cost you the same amount. But if it's an Amazon link, I will get a little small commission from it. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe down there. Bye.